Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today, it's going to be my first 2024 official, guide video. This is going to be an updated method on catching the dittos. As you guys know, dittos and ditto boxes still go for a good amount of money because people need it for breeding all the time. If we go ahead and look on the GTL, yeah, dittos start you off at about 4,200, normally about 4K, but it looks like someone probably just bought them out. Yeah, normally here, this is actually kind of underpriced, 31 IV. I probably should take this, but I don't really need it right now. I don't need a 31 IV. I'll just resell it, which would get me like, what, 2K? I don't know, not a big deal. But anyway, as you can tell, yeah, most dittos are sold for around 4K, 4.2K. And at the time of this recording, most ditto boxes are going for about, I would say 220 to 240K as well. So something around that range. But yeah, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what you need and just kind of how to go about acquiring things. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. I'm going to show you some Pokemon that you need, as well as some items, and then where to go, how much you make, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get started here. So first off, I'm going to be going over to the Hoenn region. So let's go ahead and walk over there together, or I guess bike. And this is important to know that you will need, for this specific strategy, you'll need either Hoenn done. Well, you definitely need Hoenn done, or you need Johto done. So the most common way to get it is here in Fall Arbor Town in that cave for dittos, or in Johto, which I'll show you later. But for now, what we're gonna do is stop by Moss Deep City. And this might sound weird, but we need to stop by Moss Deep City first, or I guess this is where I get it, but basically go to the Pokemart and you're going to go to this shop here and start buying net balls. This is the most common area, at least for me. The reason for net balls is because of Pokemon Fortress, which Ditto is going to transform into. And as you guys know, you're going to have to make your own. You can buy one, but this is the fortress that I've made and I'm using. It's working well for me. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and buy another, let's say like 140-ish. That's about 189. Yeah, we'll buy another 140 net balls. And this is important to do. Net balls are the key to this. If you go ahead and look at net balls on the GTL, they're a little more than 1,500, or they're 1,350 in the shop and 1,500 here. So make sure to not spend that extra money if you don't need to. Next thing we're gonna do, I'll just show you a spot, but before I get into that, let's go ahead and go up to upstairs. Hopefully it's a little less busy here. All right, so let's get into the Pokemon that you're going to need. I'm going to open up 3 Pokemon. This is important. Not super important that it has to be these specific 3, but these are the 3 I'm going to start off with. All right, first off is going to be Fortress. Let's go one at a time to make it easier here. All right, so Fortress, the one you want is, stats wise, it's going to be 31 special attack, as low of special defense and physical defense as possible, and then usually speed doesn't matter, HP attack doesn't really matter. The main thing here is that you want special attack high and speed and special defense basically as low as possible. I'll get to that why, but here is the moves. Basically, I just have moves. I just have one move, which is Volt Switch, that I PP maxed. As you know, it starts at 20. This is important for catching the dittos. You also want Fortress to be sturdy. And so basically, and then last part here is the Rash Nature and the Lagging Tail. So Rash Nature, just to boost the special attack even more. And then if you wanted, I think you want the Nature that has special attack boost and defense subtract, like minus. Is that mild? I kind of forget. Some people want that, but it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's like little things. You want the special attack boost for sure. And then Lagging Tail, you just want to move second. Basically, the procedure is going to go as follows. You're going to be, just bringing your Fortress. You're going to start your party with a Fortress. It's going to have a Lagging Tail, so it's always going to go second. So your Ditto is going to transform into your exact copy of this Fortress with Sturdy and Volt Switch and everything like that. You're going to Volt Switch it. It's going to, obviously be a Fortress. It's going to live with Sturdy most of the time. And then you're going to actually just switch out into your next Pokemon, which is going to be a Breloom. The stats don't matter, but honestly, it doesn't even have to be a Breloom. It's going to be a Spore Pokemon. You want to have this PP maxed as well. And basically, once the Ditto you attacked, which is now a Fortress, is down to its sturdy, because you don't need to False Swipe anymore. They basically just put it to sleep, and then it's an easy catch with the net ball. As you can tell here, if you didn't see it. Netball works well on water and bug type Pokemon. Fortress is a bug type. The max catch rate is 3.5x, so it's a huge boost. I think people say it's like over 95% catch rate. And me personally, I've thrown a lot of I've thrown a lot of netballs at these guys, and I think maybe like 200 total. It's probably broken out like 3 to 4 times, like at most. So that's a big thing here. And then the last Pokemon I have in the party here is just a Golduck. I like having, well, you need to have Waterfall, and then I like having a damp Pokemon on me just in case I run into anything that can explode. I don't think there's anything in that patch of grass that especially can, but I guess we'll go see for ourselves. So now that we are here, why I like to go in Johto, but obviously you can just go here in the Fall Arbor town if you want. I believe it's more efficient. Dittos are probably more so common here in this Route 14 cave, in this what do you call this cave? I forget. On Desert Underpass, I think. But we're actually going to go to Johto. I recommend Johto for a couple of reasons. Obviously, first off, it's newer, so it's you know, there's different types of Pokemon that you can get. I think there's Farfetch'd you can get there, Miltank. Like if you don't have the shinies for those, then those matter so much more. And then there's some duds there like Gloom and Raticate. But yeah, we'll take a look here. We'll spend like a few minutes here just to see, so you guys can see what exactly is in this piece of grass. But here we're gonna fly over to Cianwood City. What I'd recommend going in the PC real quick, and then you can come right back out, just so you can teleport back there later if you ever want to restore your PP. Now, I actually bring 2 Brelooms with Spore on me, which are both PP max, because Volt Switch has 32 PP, so you're going to have 8 short. And then what I do usually is use a Leppa on this, so I have 12. So in total I have 42, and then here I have 48. So that way I can catch about 40 something Dittos without, you know, like leaving, because it's not a painful spot to leave, but I'll take you guys through it here. Basically, you go through this cave in Cianwood City, go up. There's only like one real way to go, and then from here, keep in mind you will need Surf and Waterfall. I have a Surf Ocarina, so I don't really pay attention to it, but you go down here and then go down this ladder. You might run into an encounter here or there on, you know, going through this, and then you might run into some stuff here, but you're just gonna surf left, go up this waterfall. Unfortunately, we're gonna run into a freaking tentacle here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really recommend rappelling. You could rappel, but it's really, you might run into like what, 3 things at the very most. Okay, that's cool. That's real cool. And so yeah, you're just gonna keep going up, go up the waterfall. Hopefully I don't run into anything else. Okay, cool. And as you can tell, there's a lot of people here. You're just gonna run in patches of grass. A lot of people here are going for Miltanks, Hordes, and I guess Raticate if they, probably no one's going for Raticate, but Raticate is also here. Basically, you're gonna start off like this. You're going to go ahead and just Volt Switch. Your Ditto is gonna go first, so it's gonna be living the Volt Switch with Sturdy. Now it's a 1 HP Fortress, and you get a free switch out. So I just switched to one of my 2 Brelooms. I keep an eye on which one because I want to, you know, make sure that PP is okay. Your Breloom is usually going to be faster than a slow Fortress now, especially because he has Lagging Tail, or he doesn't have Lagging Tail, but he has like very low speed, so you can easily outspeed him now, especially if he's level 100. Put him to sleep and then just throw a netball, and hopefully, like this one time on camera, it doesn't break out, but like literally you're gonna have to trust me here. Like 90, to me it's like 98-99% of the time it's a free guaranteed catch. Your Fortress will need to be decently high level. Let's take a look at this Ditto. Yeah, nothing good, but yeah, your Fortress will definitely need to be at least decently high leveled. I would say minimum, if you want to level it up, is like probably like 80, just so it can survive hits, and just so it will honestly get outsped by Miltank a lot. A lot of times when I try to run from a Miltank, it will not let me. Noctowl I can usually run from. You never want to run from Ditto. Raticate will sometimes slow me down. Sometimes you'll run into hordes of Raticate, which is a little annoying for sure, because they all just kind of take swings at you and you can't really get away. So if that happens, I would recommend switching to a Breloom or one of your other high level Pokemon. And just me personally, I like to bring more than one Breloom just in case like one dies, or like it disables, like something just crazy happens and like I run into a shiny somewhere. Like I just like to have an extra you know, an extra one on hand. But honestly, you can get away with just a Fortress, a Spore Pokemon, and a Waterfall Pokemon. Or if you really want like the extra party space for more Dittos, you can just have the Fortress and like a Smeargle with Waterfall, with Spore, and I don't know, like, I don't know what it's, I guess you need surf if you don't have the ocarina. Yeah, that's basically it for the strategy. All in all, I'll put oh, nice, 1 times 31. Oh, I can't change his name, that's sad. But all in all, I did the strategy for about an hour, and I got some good stuff. Let's actually go back to the Poke Center and show you guys. Normally I wouldn't do this, but hey, you know what? You guys are here. This is my Ditto collection after, I would say, well, honestly, it's kind of disorganized right now, but I would say you could probably get about here. I would say it's really hard to say. I did an hour test, but honestly, things got kind of disorganized. Overall, it's not going to take long to fill up this box of Dittos. I would say to fill up a box, it would probably take you a little over an hour, probably like 75 minutes. So if you want to do the math there, let's see, let's go ahead and do it. Sorry, it's going to be 60 over 75. So you're catching 0.8 of a Ditto every minute. If you're being efficient here, that's not bad in my opinion. Yeah, that's basically it for the Ditto strategy. I would say you could fill a box in about like 75 to 90 minutes. If you run into some hordes, it'll slow you down, obviously. And if you run into some bad luck with net balls or something like that, it could slow you down. But yeah, the way I do it with my double spores and I Lepa Berry, another Volt Switch on my fortress, I can stick around there for a pretty long time without, you know, spending that much money, right? Because I don't need to go back. I just need to spend like 1 Lepa Berry every now and then. And you don't even need to do that if you want. You could just teleport back and run back. But for me, it's just faster. It's just like a little bit of a time save. So I recommend that. That's it for the Johto Ditto catching strategy. A lot of people do this. Hey, it's Theo. How am I not friends with them? But yeah, a lot of people do that. It's very cool. It's very easy. It's way easier than the Hoenn version. So yeah, that's my strategy for this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And let me know what kind of guides you want to see going forward. Hopefully, I'll have a guide every single week. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy PokeMMO. Good luck on your shiny hunts. And I'll see you guys later. Peace, peace, and peace.